Does it excite you now that, you know, starting, when the press conference kicks in, like, man, the boxing fans is you're on that prime time card. You're with the elites. It's
Yeah.
it's crazy. And there's Devin, there's Ryan, there's Rolly, there's Tio. Like, you belong in that stratosphere. Are you gonna watch that card as a fan as well, or are you gonna watch that as like, these are other guys that I also wanted.
No, man, I'm watching that as like as simply as like, hey, these are the guys that I want, you know. So that's like I'm gonna watch it as like homework, you know.
Hmm.
So like I'm excited, man. I'm honored. I'm humbled. We me and Tio got kind of put on this card a little late. I'm telling you, like it was probably like the week after my fight. Golden was like, May 2nd, will you be ready? I said, bro, of course I'll be ready. Like, look at my face. Nothing's happened to my face. Like, my body feels good. Like, of course. So Teal was right there, and it was funny, man. It was cool. It was cool. I can't wait to see him in person. I can't wait. I can't wait for the presser, man. So stay tuned, man. We got a few pressers coming, and it's gonna be fun, because my whole promoter's gonna be there. My new promoter's gonna be there. Man, it's gonna be wild, bro. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
It's I think is what's also wild and insane is that Devin's gonna fight a guy that you beat in this case.
Hmm.
And at one point they were looking at if Ryan couldn't make the fight, then maybe you and Devin were gonna fight originally. And now the cards have been shuffled and now he's facing Ramirez. And in this case, you know, two guys took, pretty what people opinion, I guess, lopsided losses. I know Devin's dealing with the situation where Ryan has failed the drug test, so he got his O back, rightfully so. But people have kind of been concerned about his ability to go into another tough fight, because they see him took a beating. Does Ramirez pose that threat against Devin? Because you kind of beat him pretty one-sided.
You know what, man? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Ramirez is gonna beat Haney.
Wow.
Like I think so. I really do think so, man. I think that's a bad fight for Haney. I think that's a perfect fight for Ramirez. Um, you know, Ramirez is fighting at 144. He's gonna be stronger. You know, 'Cause Ramirez is a big dude.
Hmm.
He's lengthy. He's big guy. He's very body strong. And then who knows? Like how Haney came out of that fight. I mean, bro, he took a beating. Like his face was swollen. Ramirez, I beat him, but he didn't take a beating like Haney did. So who knows, man? I think it's a perfect fight for Ramirez. I think he beats Haney. I mean, that's my opinion. But who we'll see. We'll see. That's just my opinion. And depends how ready he gets and how he's gonna be. Come fight. With the weight. So we'll see, man. But it's a good fight. I think Ryan knocks out Rolly. I honestly think that mine and Teal's fight is the best fight on the card. I think that there's more at stake. You know, on our fight because we're fighting for the WBO and the ring. I felt like ours should have been the main event, but like I said, I think we got on the card late, so the card is set. But hey, it's a good appetizer for the other fights.
No, for sure. And what you had mentioned about Ramirez was like, I think a lot of people are kind of saying that, um, you made the fight look really easy when you fought Ramirez, but styles make fights, and Devin's gonna have to go in there and create an opportunity for himself, and you had your moments with Rolly, I believe, out in Vegas too. So it's clear that the presser's more than just Tio. It's I'm sure when you and Rolly bump into each other, it's on site too, right?
Oh man, it's crazy because we're all gonna like me, Rolly, probably be sitting on the same, probably be sitting next to each other, bro. It's fucking crazy. Because we're all like I guess like me, Ramirez and Rolly are the underdogs, right? So we're all gonna be sitting together, and then those dudes over there are gonna be sitting over there. So man, I mean, I look at the end of the day, you know. me and Rolly can get it on after, but I'm rooting for him just because he's the underdog like me.
Mhm.
So I won't start no shit, at the presser unless he does. But I'm gonna tell him, hey, look, bro, I'm rooting for you. Um, but at the same time, f you. But I'm rooting for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for you on this one. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. And honestly, I think for people who don't really understand, like if they just look at pure names like Ryan, Devin, and Tio, on the other side, I think boxing fans have realized that there's this three legit live what you said, like underdogs, Like Tank told me Broly hits harder than Ryan. Like he hits harder than Ryan. And then you made it easy against Ramirez, but you said he's beating Devin. And there's a lot of people that's looking at you as the upset Teal. Your competition's been top notch, where some people kind of question Teal's performances recently. So hey, maybe it's 3-0 underdogs, right? Right. And then the whole card and the whole boxing world shook up just like that. Like the
yeah,
New York.
yeah, I think so. I think so too, man. Because if you look at it, okay, Leo beat Loma that had a messed up shoulder. Leo beat Josh Taylor that was, for sure injured. You could tell on the fight. Like he was not the. I think the best Josh Taylor was against Ramirez. Other than that, like, I mean, look, I mean, who's TLB, like that you can say like, oh yeah, it's like a really big name. He's been, kind of fighting these guys the past like 2 years, because super champion status that he can just, fight whoever he wants. So we'll see, man. I think that, Teal's overlooking me, and I think that just like Catterall did, just like everyone else does, and it's a mistake, especially right now. So the way I train, man, the way I work, I'm not the biggest, fastest, strongest, but I guarantee you I'll work everybody. That's a
Yeah.
fact. So that's what got me here, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. So man, I can't wait. Come May 2nd. It's gonna be Barbosa versus everybody, Golden Boy versus everybody. Golden Boy versus Top Rank is gonna be spectacular, man. Can't wait.